So the first stock we have is VS Scientific, which was known as Sequent Scientific before the merger. It's a resistance test chart. The stock has already had a strong move. It has given about 42% returns in the last 60 sessions. The reference that we have on the chart right now is 241, which is a major support, and we can expect a breakout when it goes above 277. So until then, we'll have to look at the volume. The volume right now is not that great. Once the breakout is afoot, I think the volume would increase then. The next chart that we have is of Angel One, which is also a reclaim kind of chart. It has also given about 60% returns in the last 60 sessions. There's a very strong support at 208 from where it kind of bounces every time it reaches there. The next mark level or the breakout level would be at 388, which is about 9% above the current price. A close above 348 and then a journey towards 388 and then some consolidation there could trigger a good breakout in this setup. The next setup that we have is of Minda Corp, which is also quite similar to that of Angel One. It has a good support around 469 from where it has bounced back 4 times. The price is about 4% below the 52-week high, which is also its all-time high. The volume is not that great. The price is around 16% above the 200 DMA. So there's a little bit of support for the trend, and a clean move above the 669 could trigger a good rally in this stock. Next we have Dixon, which has been in consolidation for quite some while now. It's a breakout and retest chart, now around 5% above the breakout level of 11,943. The last 5 sessions added about 8%. The volumes are not that great right now, but could be a great setup for a 10 to 15% move once we clear out the 12,943 structure. The next setup that we have is of Skipper Limited. This is also a reclaim into the resistance kind of setup with a broader support at 340 from where it has bounced twice. The stock has been up 55% over the 60 sessions, so the overall recovery is up. The next immediate resistance is at 587, followed by the actual breakout resistance being at 665. So a clean up move from here to break out of 616, then some consolidation there to then break out from the 665 could be the actual breakout. The volume has picked up a bit in the last few sessions, so seems like a good set. The next setup is of Concord Biotech, not the best looking setup, but has quite nicely moved from the support of 1006, and the volume has picked up specifically on those days when it has been reacting from that lower level. Right now the retest that could trigger a move is at around 1456. A little bit of consolidation here and then moving above the 1387 to 1456 could trigger a good enough move for a 10 to 15% gain. Now the last chart or setup for this weekend trader would be Garware High Tech Films, which is already about 30% above the breakout level, but given the size of the breakout, some consolidation can be expected, some profit booking, and then maybe a fresh entry could be triggered for a 20 to 30% move from here. And the first chart in the catalyst charts would be PNB Glitz because of the removal of capital gains and interest holding taxes, which could trigger a good move in PNB because it deals in bonds and government securities. The setup is kind of forming wherein we can expect a breakout above the 98 levels, but until then we'd have to look and see how the volume kind of picks up from here. And now the trending stock Rajesh Exports, which is not trending for the right reasons. There's no setup or anything here as such. It's just to see how the stock had been going down even before the news had come out. So now the last chart or setup for this weekend is of Z Entertainment, which has approved a fundraise of 2,300 crore following its FIFA World Cup streaming, which is right now streaming on Z5. So even before the news broke out, there were many technical indicators the stock has been in up move for quite some time. Right now the setup kind of is where if it breaks out above 118, there could be a good up move from that.